Welcome to Gloria's Gab Live. Today is the last day of April and May 1st.
Yes.
We got a lot of stuff going on May 1st, don't we?
We do.
And I have with me as my guest, and thank you so much for coming because I know it was quite a bit of a traffic mess this morning, but Jenna Noordhoek, and she's with Deering Estate, and she is a special events coordinator. And you have your hands full because you guys are doing stuff all the time.
Yes, we are. It has been a busy season.
And you just had
We just had the Deering Seafood Festival a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yes, it was a great event.
Which Grant Miller already told you his favorite festival.
Yes. Yes.
So, you know,
I think it's a lot of people.
That says a lot.
It's a great one. Yes.
But
So we appreciate that.
today, you and I are both here because we're members of the Greater Miami Festivals and Events Association.
Yes.
And we got a big conference coming up.
We do.
And so to stick around because we're going to talk about the conference, who's going to be there. But before that, we have to thank South Florida PBS. South Florida PBS, week after week, is their sponsor. And they have a lot of great programming coming up in May. National Memorial Day concert is one of many things. And they have an allhealthtv.com where you can get a lot of amazing free health information.
That's great.
So, yeah. So if you're not a member, join. And you'll get one of these once a month and have access to Passport, live streaming, lots of great stuff. So let's talk about, it's next week, isn't it?
It is.
Is it a week from today?
It is a week from tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
Next
that's
Wednesday,
right.
May 8th.
Yeah,
Yes. Coming up fast.
Right. So this is a day when planners, event planners, festival coordinators, and executives,
All come together.
vendors, venue providers, that kind of stuff. I know my Coral
Mhm.
Gables Women's Club is going to be there because they have a beautiful clubhouse to rent out.
Very nice.
So they have access to the event planners and so many more. You've got caterers there. I know our catering is going to be there, and you
Mhm.
probably have a list a mile long of people you know
Yes.
that come year after year.
There are so many great organizations that are going to be participating or hosting vendor booths. And I know a lot of the different communities. I'm part of Miami-Dade County Parks, but we also have Pinecrest Parks and Recreation, Cutler Bay
Right.
Parks and Recreation is going to be there.
Oh, really?
With their different special events coordinators and their different venues. We also have people from all different events that are coming. Coconut Grove Art Festival will be there. Jazz Festival will be there. And so it's a great community of people that are going to be coming and hosting tables and networking and talking and learning new things.
Absolutely. And it's one of my favorite events of the year, to
Mine
go
too.
to.
I
and-
enjoy this one very much.
Oh my gosh. Well, we have so many vendors that help out with the festivals and they bring their game.
Yes.
So there's a lot of entertainment going on all the time. And then, do you know what the entertainment's going to be for lunch yet? Or is that a surprise?
Yeah, so there's certain
Is it
things I'm
always-
sure are surprises. I was actually talking with them a little bit yesterday. I hear there's a salsa dancer, a magician. We might have some interactive things going on. I know we've got some surprises that will be happening throughout the day as well.
And then you have really great panelists too, talk about different things that
Mhm.
festival organizers, event planners, vendors care to know about.
Absolutely.
And do you remember, I know you have a list of some of the people that are going to talk. Can you just review those with
Absolutely.
us?
So our keynote speaker is going to be Will Curran. He has been named one of the top 40 under 40 in our industry. So we're really excited to have him. We were really looking forward to it. He's currently the head of KILK at Bizabo, which is event technology. He also started his own company with event planning. It started out as a DJ and he has grown it and is doing event management now and has worked with some of the top organizations. So well-known gentleman. We're really excited to have him come and talk to us and teach us some new things. We also have a panel coming that we've set up and 3 different individuals that will be there for the panel that are going to be talking about we've titled it Reimagine What's Possible. So different things you can do to reimagine your event and how to go about doing that. Sharifa Wilkinson will be there.
Yeah.
She's done events all over the world as well.
Right.
And so excited to hear what she has to say and her thoughts on things. I mean, events such as doing the World Cup in Qatar.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I know.
And then a couple individuals, Laura Bessinger-Morse and Cheryl Baldwin, from Dream Team, that's a branding organization, talk about how to reimagine your brand and design that and transition it, but still staying true to who you are.
Right.
And so excited to hear what they have to say.
Well, you know, it's a really great theme for this year, because who doesn't after, I mean, there's some of us have been involved with festivals for decades.
Right.
So after a while, they can get tired and, a little, like do the same thing year after year, and the idea of reimagining it, especially with the technology that we've got now that, like even 10 years ago, you couldn't do half the stuff you can do now.
Absolutely. Technology just is constantly changing. I was watching some of the stuff with Will and him talking about just, you cannot have carbon copies from one year to the next. You've got to constantly be reimagining. And so he'll talk a little bit about that this year. And I'm interested to hear what he has to say, because we got to constantly be reimagining what we're doing with technology constantly growing.
Well, with any business, really.
Absolutely.
I mean, here at the newspaper office, we're doing so many different things all the time, every day. There's a new addition. And thank goodness we have some great producers. So we've got Alex and Gerald here helping us out today. So thanks, boys. Appreciate it. You want to play? We have a video that we can play.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And give people an idea of what's in store for the people that attend. And how much is it? Do you have?
I do. Now, we have it set up a couple different ways.
Right.
And so you can purchase tickets individually, or you can do where you purchase your ticket and your membership at the same time and become a member of the Greater Miami Festival Events Association.
And I'm telling you, I tell everybody, any nonprofit that does an event, a big event once a year, should be a member of this. And it's so inexpensive, because when you come to the conference, it's like the membership is almost free.
Right.
You pay for the conference and a few dollars more and you get a membership.
Yeah, and throughout the year we do so many other things. We do networking events and we have educational sessions. So it's really worth becoming a member. You absolutely don't have to in order to attend this event. You can just purchase a ticket as a non-member. It is a little bit more. But so pricing wise, I don't have it memorized. So give me 1 second. Let me see here.
That's right. I think there's like a nonprofit price.
Correct.
$270, I think it was.
Correct.
That's what I remember.
So it's currently for the conference in advance. If you buy it before the day of, it is $140, and then day of it's going to be $160. And we do also have a student rate for $60 for anybody who's a student and wants to attend and is looking to grow in this industry.
Well, I was going to say anybody in the hospitality industry would do well to attend something like this and make contacts.
Exactly.
Because just because you're in hospitality doesn't mean necessarily you're going to work for a hotel or,
100%.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
exactly.
So that's a really nice option for students. Do you want to go ahead and start playing that? I'm excited you're doing it at Jungle Island, because it's so much easier to park there. And
Yes. It's a really fun event. If you saw in the video, we just have such a good time at that event.
We always have a good time.
Yes, we do.
Even if you're manning a booth, the entertainment comes to you.
Yes, it does. It does. It's a lot of fun.
And food's always good. They do such a good job at Jungle Island. They really do.
They really do. And I think it fits well with our theme this year. You can see we got a little bit of a tropical refresh theme going on. That's the bright colors I wore today to represent for it.
Really nice. I'm sorry. Well, I got a little bit of the pink.
There you go. You got some floral things going on.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be a nice day to refresh and renew.
There you go. Yeah. So tell me about it. How long have you been involved?
With the GMFEA, this is going to be my 9th conference.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited. My first one, was so long ago, it feels like.
Mine too.
Yeah. When was your first?
Well, actually, I don't know. I was first on the board of the GMFEA when I was executive director of the Junior Orange Bowl, and we would meet downtown like once a month, and it was such a great organization. And at that time there were a lot of young. I mean, this is, I don't know, a long time ago, maybe 3 or 4 decades ago, and yes, I wonder how old GMFEA is.
Oh goodness! You know what? I know it's on their website.
From the beginning.
I want to say, you know what? I should know that date, and I don't, of the year that it was established.
But I was early on. It was already around for a few years for sure.
Yeah.
But it was such a great organization to learn skills, and especially for somebody that got thrown into festivals without a clue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than attending Junior Orange Bowl events, I knew how our festival worked, but to learn how other festivals worked, how they applied for grants, and for nonprofits out there, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that these conferences provide that will help anybody that is doing any kind of fundraiser.
Absolutely, yes.
And that's why I'm always telling Debbie, oh, call this one, call that one, because I know, I fear my women's club, we can always learn. Every time I come, I learn something new.
Same.
As long as you've been in the business, right?
Yes. I started coming to the GMFEA because it was something new to me. I had just become a special events coordinator, and I was looking ways to grow and learn more about the industry. And so that's why it's really one of my favorites. There's a lot of different, I do a lot of weddings too, and there's a lot of different organizations you can connect with on that level of things. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to community events and hosting corporate events and doing these large festivals and small events, this one has been my favorite to connect with other people and learn and grow it.
Yeah. Well, and it's always nice to be around people that are experiencing the same maybe challenges you are.
Yes. Yes.
It's like,
talk about different things.
Yeah. It's nice to just have somebody who really understands.
Yes, absolutely. You're with your people.
I know. Yeah. Well, they used to have, I don't know if they still do or not, but the GMFEA used to also be part of the International Festivals and Events Association. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if it's still around because
it is still around. Yeah, it's still around.
But I used to go to those conferences, and that was eye-opening too. But just when you thought, I'm about to be burnt out, you would go to one of those, or when it was before we even had these conferences.
Oh, okay.
I used to go to these international ones that were big deals. Mm-hmm. And so this one on steroids, if you can imagine.
Exactly.
But you always felt renewed, and just like you said, renewed and reimagined. It was, you went back passionate again about the industry.
Absolutely. And that is how you feel when you walk out of this conference too. Mm-hmm. Like you just feel revitalized, with your inspiration is back and able to learn new things and
never
wanting
mind
to
all
apply
the contacts
them.
You make.
Yes. Oh, the networking is amazing. Crazy. I've met so many great people at these conferences, and then also just bonding again and spending time on a little bit of a more casual level with those that you do know that you don't get to see very often, because when you do see them, you're running around the property and making things happen. So. Oh
yeah. Well, especially in your instance.
Yes. Yeah. There's a lot of running around and doing staying.
Oh my goodness.
From one side to the next.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So tell me, how did you get into the business?
Oh, it fell in my lap.
Yeah. I appreciate that. It really mine
did.
Too.
It really did. I started out at Darien Estate as a summer camp counselor.
No way.
Yes. And I was then part of the education team. And when the woman who was my predecessor left, they asked me to sit in on the position. And I had a little bit of experience from college doing it. And I ended up really enjoying it and stuck around and been there now. I've been at the estate for 15 years.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Where'd you go to college?
Florida State University.
Oh, Florida State?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a Knoll. Sorry, I'm a Knoll.
That's right.
Yes.
You're not going to believe it. I just had, I went to an event last weekend, and it was it was called a Young Entrepreneur Showcase, which is amazing. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, anyway, the girl that founded it, at 10 years old, she started her own business and decided that other people probably wanted to start their own business, other kids. And she started this showcase. It's been going on for several years now. And they take over one like side of the mall at this time it was the International Mall. And they were selling all kind of crazy stuff. And one little girl was 7 years old.
Oh, wow.
And she was so cute. And she made like Christmas ornaments out of oyster shells and plants. And she had eggplant seeds because they were into planting, so yeah. But she's a gator.
At 7 years old.
Well, she's going to be a gator. So yeah, her name is Layla Hilliard. And the funny thing was, she said, they introduced her to me and they said, oh, by the way, she's a gator. And I go, well, obviously we have a bond already.
There you go.
But she's graduating from Miami-Dade College. And before she graduates from high school, because she has her associate's degree, she's going up to Florida Honors College, I guess as a junior, because she's already got her associate degree. And so then she said her mom graduated in 1998. And I go, oh my gosh, my daughter, because we're a Gator family. So I graduated, and then my daughter graduated in 1998. And I said, oh my gosh, your mom graduated with my daughter. And I said, what about your dad? And she said, oh, well, he couldn't. He had to, he didn't graduate at the same time because he went on to the NFL. And then I found out it was, he was Ike Hilliard, who is a famous NFL player. And I go, oh my gosh, you really are Gators.
It's bleeding in their blood.
So do you run into a lot of alumni too?
No, not too often. Not down here. Every once in a while I do, but not too often.
One of my best friends is. Several of my best friends are Knowles.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I said, in my whole family, the only thing I don't have, because my granddaughter went to UCF, we've got pretty much all the colleges covered except for FSU.
Oh, you got to get somebody out there.
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Got to get the full deck going.
I don't think so. But it's sad, But now, you used to be University of Miami hated the Gators. Now they just hate you guys.
That's all right.
Because they don't play us enough.
My dad's a huge UM fan, so we do have a little bit of a rivalry that happens when we play.
I've become a UM fan because they're our hometown team, And also FIU.
Yes.
My daughter has got one degree from Florida and another, or PhD from FIU. So, so I've got two daughters graduate from FIU and granddaughter at UCF. And,
oh, wow.
They're just.
You really got to get somebody up at FSU so you can get the full deck. So. You've got FIU, UCF.
Do you know what? That's such a pretty campus, though.
It is. It's a gorgeous campus.
I went up there a couple of times because my dear friend Hank Langston started a scholar athlete program at the Junior Orange Bowl. And several years in a row, they had the state championships. So we got to go up in Bobby Bowden's booth or whatever and watch the games.
Oh, that must have been exciting.
Oh, it was. And I said, oh man, I'm sure there are a lot of Seminole fans that would just be, dying to do this.
Yes.
So, but we went to Florida too. So we got to do the same thing at Florida.
Very nice. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. And that's, and I don't know if you guys are doing anything with the Junior Orange Bowl, but if you've got anything for young people to get involved with the Junior Orange Bowl is a great thing.
Yeah.
You don't have enough going on.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But you've got such a pretty venue. There's probably something that they could do there. It could even be a reception for their.
Absolutely.
They have a creative writing competition. They have a photography competition. And it could be that it's just an opportunity to set up easels and show off.
That sounds amazing. That sounds like something to definitely look into.
I'll have to introduce you
to some
people.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're coming to the conference or not, but I am going to, as soon as this show's over, I'm going to call them and see if they are attending.
And if so, you got to connect me while we're there next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at us. We're already planning networking things. We haven't even gotten to the conference yet.
Yeah. I'm involved in way too many nonprofits.
That's great, though.
Yeah,
That's great.
So, so tell me about during and what you have planned coming up for the spring and summer.
So we're wrapping up the end of spring now and moving into our summer season, and we've got our summer cabaret concert series that will be going on in June, July, and August, where we host small little concerts in the historic Stone House in the Great Hall. We bring in an artist that performs, and then the guests are able to bring in their own
now. You
little
say
dinners.
The Stone House, is that inside, outside? What is that?
That's inside property.
Inside property.
Yeah, it's one of the historic buildings. It's one of the largest historic buildings. It was completed in 1922, and so the largest room, we call it the Great Hall. And so we set up little tables. We can get about 80 people sitting at little tiny tables in there. You buy the table for up to 4 people, and you can bring with you your picnic basket, your bottle of wine, and just have a really nice date night or girls night.
That's so cute.
It is. It's a fun event. So our first one's going to be June 20, I think it's 29th, 28th, 29th. It's a Saturday. And then we'll do another one in July, at the end of July and the end of August.
Oh, you have to keep me posted on this.
Absolutely. I'm still working on it. We just started doing the contract.
I know the 29th is out because
in July,
a bunch of us are. Oh no, I was thinking of
June.
That we have an arts and culture department with the Coral Gables Women's Club, and I'm sure all the various women's clubs have a department that's called Arts and Culture, and a lot of times they'll plan group trips or group activities to do together.
Oh, how fun.
That's why I'm saying but I know a bunch of people are going to a big conference that over that 29th weekend.
Okay.
So that's out, but maybe July,
Maybe July, maybe August. Yeah.
But it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is. It's a really nice event. And so I really enjoy it. I love to see when people come. We've had a lot of regulars that have been coming for years. And just enjoy coming every single summer. Some of them come for all 3 concerts. And then we also get to see a lot of new faces. So.
Well, when you do something that's great, it's easy to have it grow because word of mouth.
Yes, it's hard. We sell out and we're like,
do you really?
Yeah, so every time.
What's your capacity?
And we can only get 80 in the room.
Oh no, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's a small space, and we like to keep it intimate. We want to make sure people are comfortable being in there. And like I said, you do buy out the whole table. So whether you come as 2 or come as 4, that table is yours.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
So what was I going to ask you? Oh my gosh. So after that, in the fall?
Yep. So moving into fall, we'll do a vintage auto show in November. We're still setting our dates for that. And then we have an entire lineup of holiday events that we do.
Yes. Those are the fun things.
Yes. Yeah. Those are a lot of fun. The Deering Estate Foundation hosts Mistletoes and Martinis, which is our adult holiday event. It's a great one. And then we, of course, have Santa come to the estate, and kids come and see Santa. And then we do a few different evenings as well that are family friendly, and just a full lineup during the holidays.
Right.
And then we'll move into next year. We'll have Valentine's Day concert. We do a Valentine's Day concert every year.
Yeah.
And so I think this will be our 26th annual. We'll get about 1,800 people out on the lawn to enjoy Valentine's Day. Yes.
Okay. Now, do they come with picnic baskets too?
Yes. You can bring with you, or we always work with Joanna's Marketplace, and they will bring if you can pre-order it, and they will bring it. So you just pick it up at their booth when you arrive. So, or you can bring your own.
Funny enough, we were just talking about how Joanna's is for quality and whatever, that it can be less expensive than going to McDonald's.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, we just talked about that. And we were going, because one of the people that work here said she'd done, a night for a family at McDonald's and then another night with Joanna's. And it was less expensive to go to Joanna's, but the quality was so much better.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what a good deal.
Yeah, it's a really nice night. And then the big one that we do at Deering Estate is the one we just had a couple weeks ago, which is our Seafood Festival. And that's an amazing and wonderful event. And so
I was telling you, my youngest, who lives in Chicago now, that was always her favorite event.
Yeah. It is. It's a fun one.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of food, great entertainment, chef demos.
And who typically comes? Do you have the same people come year after year?
No, we switch. So we get a lot of return vendors and food vendors, but the entertainment does change every year. We have different chefs that come in to do chef demos, and there's a whole competition there where we work with FIU to have a student chef as well. And then, of course, on the main stage, we've got 4 or 5 different bands that will play throughout the day.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it's a good time. And is there an entry fee?
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So how much is that?
You know,
Do you
I
remember
can't
what
recall.
that
It's
is?
like 25 or 30, I think, per person.
Oh.
I can't recall right now off the top of my head. We
So-
just had it 2 weeks ago, too.
Yeah, I know.
And
So you put
but
it
if
out
you
of your
become a
mind, I'm
member,
done.
yes, exactly. That one's recycled. And so, but if you become a member, you actually get in free to that event.
Oh, okay. So that's one of the benefits of membership, right?
Yep, at the Daring Estate.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great event.
So, so any parting thoughts? Because we just have a few minutes to go.
Oh goodness.
So let's review what people are going to do at 8. They're going to come at 8:30 next
event. So
Wednesday.
the conference starts at about 8:30, where we do a networking in the morning. We will be serving food.
I was going to say there's usually breakfast, like bites and
this
stuff.
year it's PRP Wines is sponsoring and is going to be doing a tasting of some sparkling wines in the morning.
Oh, nice.
And so we'll get a little bit of a nice
Prosecco
start.
type stuff?
Yes. So start the day with that, with some food as well. And then an opportunity to walk around, visit with the vendors, network a little bit. Then we'll go into the keynote speaker with Will Curran.
Right.
And then we'll have a little bit more time to do some networking before lunch. And then with lunch, we'll have the show. Oh, I'm so sorry. We then have the panel.
Oh, I was going to say,
we've got the panel. Can't forget the big panel, which is great, and a lot of opportunity
that's always
to ask
interesting.
questions. Yes,
because you can interact after.
Exactly.
With questions. Yeah.
And then we've got the lunch and showcase, and the showcase is going to be a lot of fun with all the entertainment.
Always fun.
Yes, it's a great time. And so then you can stick around and have a little bit of fun with us as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am looking forward to it. Community Newspapers is going to be there. So we're
thank you for being our media sponsor again this year. We love you guys. It's amazing.
Well, we love you too. So, and I've got a lot of people coming that I know. So it's going to be fun. It's old home week sometimes. You know, don't see people for a while. But I need to get a list of all the people that are coming, because I'm going to make some phone calls if I don't see people that should be there.
Oh, yes. Yes. And I know Debbie has that list.
Oh, does she?
Debbie and Amanda have that list of who's already signed up and who hasn't signed up that needs to get their tickets quickly.
Exactly. Quickly, yeah.
Yes. A week away. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, again, thank you so much for coming.
And thank you for having me.
And I wish you a lot of luck with all your events all summer. But in particular, we'll get together next Wednesday.
Yes, I will see you next Wednesday. Absolutely. You're going to introduce me to the Junior Orange Bowl people next week, right? Hopefully they're coming.
Assuming they're coming.
Yes.
Assuming they're coming.
Well, you're going to call them now, right?
I am. No, seriously. I'm going to call them as soon as they get off here. Yeah, I know the number by heart. I have a lot of jobs that I've had before. I know I've got a lot of old numbers in my head.
There you go.
But I have to dial them. Again, before we leave, I have to thank South Florida PBS. Mm-hmm. And they have this National Memorial Day concert coming up. It's going to be so good on the 26th of May. Look at Bob Dole, Italy and World War II. And that's where my daughter is going to be. And a lot of World War II stuff, Homecoming, Sergeant Hamilton's Long Journey, which is a documentary that should be really super interesting. Antiques Roadshow. Did you ever watch that?
The Antiques Roadshow, yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
I just saw that. It was on last night. And then they have Kids Vision. So over the summer, that's especially great. But, they have a Miss Penny. And you've got little ones?
I do.
Yeah.
Little ones.
So look at this. Kids Vision Mission with Miss Penny. And they have so many fun things to do, but they teach them about feelings and all kind of stuff.
Oh, how cool. Yeah. Thank you.
So you should take a picture of this and make sure that you get your kids involved when they're home over the summer.
Yes.
Do you have them going to camp with you?
We're still picking different camps, but yeah, they do generally go to Daring for a couple weeks with us. So makes it easy drop off.
Oh yeah, for sure. I know. Yeah.
But we've got we're looking into a few others as well.
Yeah, well, it's nice to get them variety. And then there's,
exactly.
I don't know if you're Christian. We've got a fly in here.
Yes, we do. I see it.
It's our friend the fly. Anyway, so thanks for coming again. I will see you next Wednesday.
Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, my pleasure. And
looking forward to it.
Yeah. So it'll be a good time. So everybody, if you're out there and you're thinking about what to do next Wednesday, come on out. You can actually just pay at the door and come see the vendors. And the lunch is always Actually, the lunch is worth the price of admission if you've got nothing else.
It's a great time, yes.
Because of the floor shows.
Yes, you get the entertainment's great.
Yeah, it's really great. So until next time, make a positive impact on your community whenever you can. Be kind, be safe, and have a happy May.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy May.
I know.